everyone, welcome back to my YouTube. Sorry, looking a little bit rough here. So today we're going to be doing a tutorial for this little guy. I'll be making this one in the video. I just wanted to say I'm sorry I haven't had a video out in probably like 2 weeks now. I released a new pattern, these trees here. I'm obsessed. But it took over my life like the past 2 weeks because I was really trying to hurry and get them out so people could market prep. So yeah, I just wanted to come and share what I have been working on. Those patterns are on my Etsy if you want to get those. I have an option for the mini ones, which are these here, these three, and then I have the slightly bigger size here, and then I have the big jumbo one there. Those are all in Sweet Snuggles. So if you want to get those, it'll be on my Etsy. I also have the pattern for this in a PDF form on my Etsy for a couple dollars if you want that, or you can stay tuned and watch how I make it. Make one with me. So in today's video, I'm going to do a tutorial for my gingerbread man. He is no-sew. This is in Premier Basics Chanel. So it's pretty comparable to Burnett Blanket. So he is very large. This is out of Parfait Chunky. I will be using Parfait Chunky today. But here is the size comparison for you. So you will need some brown yarn or yarn of your choice, whatever color you have for the gingerbread body. You'll need an accent color. I'm going to be using white. And then you'll need some scrap yarn for the buttons and the bow. And then of course you'll need polyfill, scissors, yarn needle to sew in your tails, and crochet hook that goes with your size yarn you're using, and a stitch marker. And I use a bobby pin. All right, let's get started. All right, so we start with our brown yarn. We are going to start with the arms. So we make these because we're going to sew them on as we make the body later. So we will do a magic circle. So for that, I wrap over my fingers, making a little X. Then I put my hook under that first one, pull under the second one, and kind of do a little twist. And I pull the yarn over, pull through the loop. And then you have your magic circle. I'll show you one more time. Wrapping over your two fingers, crossing over, making an X on the underside. And then I like to tuck and hold here. You go under the first one, over the second one, pull through, twist, and then you're going to be pulling that working yarn through that loop you have on your hook. And there you have it. And when I do the magic circle, we're going to put 6 in the magic circle, 6 single crochet. I put 1 stitch in and then I pull it a little bit closed, especially with like chenille yarns like Parfait Chunky or Chanel Home Slim, because it breaks very easily. So a lot of people struggle with making the magic circle, but I just put 1 stitch in and then pull it a little bit, and making sure it doesn't get caught on that stitch I just did. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes you can do 2 and get away with it. Let's see. And I'm just making it smaller and smaller every time. And then this will be our 6th single crochet. And just pull it tight. Don't break your yarn. All right. And then that is the end of round 1. Round 2, we are going to do a single crochet. And let's go ahead and mark our first stitch. Now it's kind of easy because we can count to 9, but we do 1 single crochet and then we increase. Okay, well, I have this knotted yarn here. This is the end of I don't even know if I'll have enough. Okay. So we did 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets. Let me repeat that around. So 1 single crochet and then we increase. 1 single crochet, and then we increase. Don't finish that last single crochet because we're gonna join our white yarn here, and we're just gonna single crochet around 9 with our white yarn. So when I am joining my yarn, I just do it this way. It's easy. You can tell when you switch it, but we're gonna hide that anyways. So just do half of your single crochet and then pull your yarn through to finish off that stitch. And then I like to kind of pull them both tight, and then we're gonna just single crochet around 9. But I like to go over my tails for extra security. And then don't cut your brown yarn because we're only doing once around, so we'll be able to pull it back up. So, and then I just do 2 and then I leave them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. Of course, literally 1 stitch left. Hold on. Okay, so we're back. So on that last white row, we're just going to do half of a single crochet because we're going to color change back to that brown yarn. So I just loosely pull up my brown yarn because I'm coming, 2 stitches over. So I just make sure it's not tugging too much. And then I'm gonna single crochet in that next one. And this is the start of round 4. And I'm just crocheting over my white yarn here. So, oops. And then I'm cutting off my white yarn. Maybe. And then we're just gonna tie the ends together and make a mess with the chenille yarn, because the ends always should. All right, and then we're gonna knot where our magic circle is. I always do 2 because I don't know, I'm panicky. And then we'll flip it the right way. And then for the next rounds, we're going to do 9 single crochet for rows 4 through 6. So just keep single crocheting around for 27 total stitches. And then meet me back here and I will show you how to close. Okay, so after round 6, we'll take out our stitch marker and we are gonna lightly stuff it. I mean lightly, because we're gonna fold it in half to close it. See, that was probably even too much. I just do enough so it has a little bit of poof. And then to close, we're just gonna fold it in half and we're gonna be going under both single crochets. So 1 from each side and single crochet right through those. So do 4 across, going through both sides of that single crochet, or a single crochet on both sides of that circle. So it should look like this. And chain 1 and fasten off. You do not need to leave a long tail because we will be crocheting them in. So make 2 and then meet me back here and we will get started with the legs. Okay. I'm gonna have a poof of chenille when we're done. So we are starting the legs now. So once again, we're making another magic circle. And we're gonna put 6 in that magic circle again. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like I said, I just put a couple in and then I pull on it. In worst case scenario, I pull out a stitch if I can't get it to move. All right, so we have 6 single crochets in our magic circle. Round 2, we're going to increase all the way around, so we'll end up with 12 single crochets. So we're doing 2 single crochets in each stitch around, and I will meet you back here. Okay, so on our 12th stitch of that second round, I should have warned you before, but we will be doing our color change again. So don't complete that 12th single crochet in brown. So round 3, we're just single crocheting around with white, and I will crochet over my yarn tails again. And then on your 12th white single crochet, we will do a color change back to brown. So I will meet you back there. Okay, and then on that 12th single crochet, we're changing back to our brown yarn, and I'm just gonna crochet over my yarn tails, and then I will cut them off and knot them again. And at this time, I go ahead and knot my magic circle. And then knot off my white yarn. And then, so then this round will have 12 single crochets, and so will the next round. So rounds 4 and 5, 12 single crochets around, and then I will meet you back here. And then on round 6, we're going to single crochet 11 around. So 1, and you should end up 1 stitch off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and that will be the end of your first leg. And we're leaving 1 stitch unworked. So this one, we're going to want to leave a good sized tail because we're going to close the hole in between the legs. So on your next leg, do the same thing, but on round 6, you're going to go 1 past or on top of your stitch marker. So you're going to do your 12 for round 6 and then do 1 extra single crochet. So technically on round 7, you're going to do 1 single crochet, and that's where you'll stop there. And that just adjusts the color change here towards the inside, because this is my original one, and you can kind of see that color change right there. So it's just going to move that color change ever so slightly so it won't be visible. So just only thing different is 1 extra. So we did 11 here, you're actually going to do 13. So 2 extra, and I will meet you back here. Okay, so we have our 2 legs done. Whoa, sorry about the shaking. And I'm just going to stuff the yarn tail for the first leg inside just for now. That way I'm not having to worry about moving it out of the way. And they should look like that. That's about where the color changes are. And then we're just going to go into that next single crochet, or that first one, after we fastened off. So we're going to go under it. Make sure your yarn is the right way. We're going to go under and just single crochet, and then now your legs are joined together. And it's real simple this round. We're just going to single crochet around each leg once. So you should end up with 24. If you want to make it easier, you can put a stitch marker in that first leg or that first stitch, and then just single crochet around 24, and I will meet you back. Okay, so this is the back. Where your stitch marker is. My color changes are visible back there. Depending on your tension, they may be visible a little bit more inside, and that's fine. I just don't like when they show up in the front. All right, and on row 8, we're going to do 11 single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and now we're going to do 2 increases. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now we're going to do 11 more single crochet, and you should have 26 stitches in this round. So we're on stitch 15, so 16, 17. I'll meet you back at the end. All right, so we have 26 stitches. So the next 2 rounds, we are doing 1 single crochet in every stitch. So 2 rounds of 26 single crochet for rounds 9 and 10, and I will meet you back here once you complete that. Okay, so we just completed round 10. We're going to find that yarn tail. We had stuffed in a leg, and we're going to close that hole between the legs because you should have a little hole here. So we're just gonna, I kind of fold the leg back a little bit like so, and just kind of sew back and forth and close it to your liking. And I will meet you back when we're done. Okay, so I'm done closing the hole between my legs. I just go back and forth and make sure it's closed, and then stuff the yarn tail in one of the legs. And you can go ahead and put a little stuffing in the legs if you would like. Not too much, not to where it'll get in your way, but just the feet. And on this row, you will need your scrap yarn, which, let's see if I have enough over here. I will go grab some scrap yarn and I will be right back. Okay, so now that you have your scrap yarn for row 11, you're going to do 13 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then on your 13 one, you're going to color change to your button color. I thought this yarn would be cool. The pom-pom look like little sprinkles. So if you haven't done your 13 single crochet, because I just told you, then go ahead and do that and meet me back where you're ready to join your yarn. So where the next stitch for, we're going to do a bobble for the button. So it's just basically like an incomplete double crochet. We're going to do a ×4 bobble. If you need more instructions, there are plenty of YouTubes on it. So you can look up one of those and then come back. But I will give a little tutorial. So you're going to yarn over like you're doing a double crochet, go through your single crochet, and you're going to pull up a loop, and now you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to pull through 2, and you leave those last 2 on your hook, and then you yarn over, do half of your double crochet again, and then you pull through 2, and now you have 3 loops on the hook. So right here we have 2 incomplete double crochets. So we're going to do that one more time. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull through 2, and so now we have 4 loops on our hook. And you're going to yarn over with your brown. It's a little tricky because your color changing back. And then you just want to pull it nice and tight. And then you basically have 3 double crochets here. And then you're going to not yarn over, you're going to single crochet in that next one. So just make sure you don't miss it because it can get kind of hidden behind that bobble. So I just put my yarn tails there and single crochet, and I'll do 2, and then I kind of go back and fix the bobble and cut off the yarn here. So I pulled my green through on accident. Okay, and then I kind of just will push that out. You actually really can't see the pom-pom too much. With this yarn, I've noticed you can kind of pull up the colors of the bobble though after you're done. But you can cut off your button color wherever. There they are. And tie that off. And then you're just going to continue single crocheting around for 12 single crochets, and you should still have 26 stitches because this will count as one of your stitches. Okay, so we just finished round 11. We did our button and I cut it off and I tied a knot, and now for rounds 12 and 13 sorry, we single crochet around. So 2 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch, 26 single crochets around, and I will meet you back here. Okay, so go ahead and add a little bit more stuffing, and then get your button yarn ready. And for round 14, we're going to do 14 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, sorry, my dog, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Oops. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I bumped my camera holder. We're going to be doing another bobble stitch for the button. So I lied. Don't finish the last single crochet. But if you did like I did, then just pull it out. So join your yarn, maybe. Okay, so we did 13 single crochets. The 14th one, we did our color change, and now we're going to do that bobble stitch again. So that's basically an incomplete double crochet. So yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Don't complete that double crochet. You have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you have 1, 2, 3 on the hook. Yarn over, pull up a loop. You're gonna pull through 2, and now you have 4 loops on the hook. And since it's just 1 stitch, we're gonna grab that brown yarn we didn't cut off, and we're gonna use that to complete the stitch. And now we just did our color change as well. And then now we're just gonna single crochet around. If you didn't have to change, then that should be 11 single crochet. And just try and get that stitch nice and tight. Like that's too loose. You'll have a gap. So you may have to redo it a little bit. I try to really pull it tight here. There we go. And you may have to push out that button there. And then I'm just going to crochet over that color change twice, and I will cut that off. I gotta go get my scissors because I ran away with them. And then just finish single crocheting around. Okay, so I just cut off my yarn here, and I'm just gonna knot them, and my tail is really short, so I'm going to be very careful. Because chenille yarn likes to break. Wow, that was a miracle. All right, so round 15, we are going to do 2 single crochet, 1, 2, and we're going to do an invisible decrease. So we're just grabbing those front loops and doing a decrease like normal. Pulling out my yarn, and we're going to repeat that again, or 2 more times. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, decrease, grabbing those front loops only, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, decrease, and then now we're going to single crochet 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we're going to repeat that 2 single crochet, decrease 2 more times, and I will meet you back here. Okay, so you should now have 21 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Perfect. All right. And sorry if that last little clip was at an angle. I was sitting weird, so hopefully this will be better. We're going to do 2 single crochet, decrease again all the way around, and then we'll single crochet in that last stitch because it doesn't add up perfectly. So 2 single crochet, decrease, and then you should have 1 single crochet left, and you will do a single crochet in that stitch. And I will meet you back here. You should have 16 stitches, so be sure to count.